As you know, today is the birth anniversary of Surendra Sai and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. That's why we are here. As birthday anniversary is going to be commemorated. That's why we are here. Now it is the time. I would like to request our principal sir as well as all the teachers to offer the floral tribute to both the audience.
नहीं जो आप अच्छी सर मतलब इंदिरा सर टिक्के साइड है सब सांग कि रेकर्डिंग हो सब गोटे जगह मैडम टिके छाड़ी छाड़ी सब रेकर्डिंग चलছে
My dear students, as you know, we all are here to celebrate the birth anniversary of Subhash Chandra Bose and Veer Surendra Shah. Both are meant for the motherland. As you know, mother and motherland both are the heaven. That's why I would like to invite Bhishmadar sir to highlight some points about both of the heroes. Sir, please.
Good morning to this auspicious gathering. All of us know that 23rd January is not a date for all of us as Indians. 23rd January is a date which is related to the emotion, sentiment, and the patriotism of every Indian. As 23rd January, we are celebrating from today as Parakram Divas, as the birth anniversary of one of the greatest soul of our mother in India, that he is none other than Subhash Chandra Bose. As an Indian, it is the moment of proud. As a Odia also, we feel proud that Subhash Chandra Bose on 23rd January 1897 took birth in Odisha, in Cuttack district, in Tulisipur region. He is the soul of Mother India when India was not independent, or our India was under the control of British period. He was born in a family, or we can say he was born with a golden spoon. But his true patriotism feelings towards our motherland didn't let him to sleep a silent sleep in his family. He gave up the pleasant enjoyment of childhood and young age and devoted his life towards the motherland. His father was an eminent lawyer of Odisha and in the Bengal region, Janakinath Bose. His mother was Prabhavati Devi. As a worthy father's worthy son, from the childhood Subhash Chandra Bose proved he was a brilliant as well as he was a disciplined student. On this today's auspicious day, I will highlight few things which we will learn from his life. Why we must follow Subhash Chandra Bose as an ideology. First of all, I will highlight discipline as a character or as an ideology, as a person in Indian history who is always contradictory and conflict with Mahatma Gandhi. What was in him? Who was he? Every question, one answer. He is the person of discipline. From the beginning of his political career to the end of his political career, when he was died in a mysterious plane crash, total life career was explained in a disciplined manner. In every step of political career, as a member of Indian National Congress and as a leader of Forward Bloc and as the leader of Indian National Army or Azad Hind Fauj. Every activity he done in a disciplined manner. Next point, challenge. He never give up or never feared to face the challenge. We can say that if any Indian was challenged in a true nature to the British government before our independence, he was none other than Subhash Chandra Bose. Because Britishers knew that Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, or whoever so, the Indian leaders were there. Their characters are moderate, they are not strict in nature. But Subhash Chandra Bose, from the beginning of his political career, he challenged the British authority and followed the principle of tit for tat. In every movement, Britishers tried to control him, suppress him, feared him. But every challenges from the British government, Subhash Chandra Bose faced in a tremendous manner. He escaped from the house arrest of the Britishers. Britishers made him house arrest in West Bengal. But very cunningly, he escaped from that house arrest and reached in Germany. And that time Germany was under the control of Adolf Hitler, one of the furious dictators of world history. He asked him to help in this fight against the British government. Hitler also assured him to assist in this the independence struggle, but unfortunately it was not fulfilled. Then from Berlin to Tokyo, Tokyo to Singapore, Singapore to Southeast India. It was a long journey, and in this long journey, every challenge he faced, he never gave up or never feared to face this challenge. When British government ruled over India from more than 200 years, 1942, it was the time of Quit India movement in India, and that time Subhash Chandra Bose in Singapore as a leader of Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj. As a leader of Azad Hind Fauj, he attacked over India in 1943 and captured Kohima and Kalam in the Myanmar region. As well as he also captured Andaman and Nicobar Island. Britishers knew that the person with great courage, great bravery, Subhash Chandra Bose can overthrow British government from India. Then I will tell about his patriotism. In 21st century, all of us much or less acquainted with the politics and political leaders. Nowadays, every political leader try to show their nature that we are the hero, we are the patriotic leaders to our motherland. But just think and compare the patriotism of Subhash Chandra Bose and patriotism and the nationalism of today's leaders. You will find there is a difference of hell and heaven difference. Subhash Chandra Bose didn't show his patriotism through the speech or through the any that extravagant activity. From the beginning of his childhood, when he was a student of St. Joseph School in the Calcutta, once upon his teacher was made a racial statement on India in front of Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose immediately reacted upon that statement to that teacher, and he was also expelled from the school. If you talk about during his political career, his patriotism examples are many were there. If you will find The limitless patriotism examples are there in Indian history by the Subhash Chandra Bose. Next, not last but not the least, his brave and courageous, who is admired and respected by our today's Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji. To respect his courage and bravery, today we are celebrating Parakram Divas, because he was the person who challenged the British authority in single-handedly. So, as a true citizen of India, we should follow the path of Subhash Chandra Bose, not as a leader, as a legacy. Because just to think, Subhash Chandra Bose died in 1945 plane crash. Now it is 21st century. Still we are remembering him. Why? Because Subhash Chandra Bose is not a name for us. Subhash Chandra Bose is a legacy for us. His patriotism feelings, his bravery, his discipline, his the attitudes towards the face to the challenge, all these things motivate us. We know that among us, the character of Subhash Chandra Bose is there. Because whenever any injustice we are facing, immediately we are reacting it, we are facing it. So, as it is a pandemic situation, I hope all my dear students, my friends, my colleagues will face this pandemic situation as a great warrior and overcome it. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Again, you know, that means both the leaders are from Odisha. One is from eastern part, another is from the western part. Or east or west, that is nothing. Whatever it may be, our country is the best. So, you know, Veera Surendra Sir, VSS Medical College, you know Vishwati also, you know. That means he is from western part. So, I would like to call upon Mr. Indrajit Mahapatra to highlight on the life, childhood or their patriotic feelings, what is for our country. So, he is requested to deliver his views in front of you. Sir, please.
Hi, good morning all of you, the respected principal sir, all my dear colleagues. You know that the importance of today's is very much in our life, not only but also in the history of Odisha as well as history of India. Because these persons are not only did something spectacularly, but they did something which is beyond our imagination. किसी ने बहुत खूब कहा है, युद्ध कब तक टाला जाए, द्वंद्व कब तक पाला जाए। युद्ध कब तक टाला जाए, द्वंद्व कब तक पाला जाए, तू भी है राणा की वंशज फेंक जहां तक भाला जाए। मेरे हिसाब से नहीं, हमारे राइटर लोगों के हिसाब से नहीं, युद्ध तब अनिवार्य है जब वो महान शांति के लिए हो। And I'd like to start with this phenomenon. The Surendra Sai born in the year of 1809 in a very small places of Sambalpur, Khinda, 21 miles away from the central town. But his struggle started with a personal intention, because at that time the king Sai of Sambalpur has no male successor, and knowingly after his demise Britishers nominated his widow wife Mohan Kumari, so that it will be an easy way or avenues for them to annex Sambalpur with the help of the policy of doctrine of lapse. That is a malevolent intention due to which the Surendra Sai started rebellion. Not only Surendra Sai, because why I am telling this is a personal intention, because he knows after annexation under the policy of doctrine of lapse, there will be a severe misery and brutality going to occur with the very innocent people of this land. Being a king of that area, being a family of Jamidars, Surendra cannot tolerate this. That's why I told initially it was started with a personal intention, but his name has a Midas touch, something like a great warriors, so that the people started joining with him. Not only the local people, but also the Jamindars, also the tribals, Gonds, and the many tribal Jamindars associated and conglomerated to make this rebellion furious. And that is spectacular achievement. Why I am telling? Because there is two phenomena you will find. First thing is, during the reign of Britishers, you will find the numerous captains who still unable to defend Surendra Sai. That is such a spectacular achievement they did. That means the resistance offered by Surendra Sai made not only the British Empire of India, but also make paralyzed for a certain time interval. That is the greatest achievement for us. And another thing is bravery, courage and spirit to make this land free from this brutality of British governance was always commendable. That's why I said his activities is as such said, it is a legacy that we carry, our next successor will carry. That's why after so long of years we still memorizing it. But I would like to add some little bit raise regarding his childhood days. Surendra Sai was a son of a dynasty of Chauhan dynasty perhaps, and he was among his 7 brothers and sisters, the eldest one. With the help of Udanta Sai, when he was not nominated as to get the righteous property to restore as a king of Sambalpur, he started doing rebellion activities. And again he was behind the bar with the divide and rule. You know that Britishers only get success in India because of one policy, that is divide and rule. Because we are lacking of unity always. That occurs in place of Surendra Sai. And fortunately, during the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857, when the rebellion or miscreants broke the bars, Surendra Sai and his brother again get a chance to accelerate the momentum, to accelerate that movement in that particular Sambalpur region. And what is the benefits of this? If we will go on analysis, benefits are two. First thing, the government aware about the agitations of the people, because there is no direct contact, and you know after 1857 there is a crown rule, means the direct governance is control of British Empire, not through the company. There will be no rule of company. There will be no possibility of betray and beggary in that particular regime. But still, I would like to say the bravery and courage made Surendra Sai as an immortal lion. राजा रहे ना रहे, उसकी तलवार हमेशा याद दिलाता रहेगा. And मैं पहले भी कहा हूँ, because of his deeds, his bravery, his gallantry, we can say so massive of a person to lie for a country selflessly. Beyond the competitors, it is a level of contribution towards the society and towards the dominance of a particular sector that we are proud to feel Odia and Odisha, and still Sambalpur is within our region. That is the greatest achievement. I would like to request, we may not be that kind of warriors, but we can follow the footprints so that our future will be brighter and such kind of things will be memorable and always commendable in our history pages, not only but also in our daily lives. Thank you. Have a great day. Vande Utkala Jatra.
Thank you, Indrajit sir. In which way you have motivated to our students, that means definitely the patriotic feelings will come to their mind. We may not be Subhash Chandra Bose or we may not be Veer Surendra Sai, but their feelings of patriotism should flow in our blood. So it is the high time. I would like to request our principal sir to bring such motivational things which will come to your mind. That means in future we will try to do better for our country. Sir, please sir.
Good morning, my dear students, colleagues and parents. It's indeed a great day for all the Indians, because as we know, the two great souls are having their birthday, and it's more important because they are from our own land, Orissa. So as my both the colleagues, Bisma sir and Indra sir, has nicely elaborated their life as well as the things what we need to learn from them, and what we need to keep in our life from their way of living. So it's a very important thing that the souls to whom we are tributing, we are giving a day to observe. From that life, we must keep something, some qualities in our life and bring in our action, so that once again we can get opportunity to extend to this world some good things. So there are many questions comes in our mind that they have done because that time India was under the rule of British, so they have done these great deeds. It's not like that, students. Now also you can do lot of things, lot of positive things to the society, to your family, to the entire country as a whole. We can say the whole world also you can extend something. But the most important is you need to keep some good qualities with you. And that all the time I used to tell that 4D, that is, one is deadline, another is direction, then dedication and discipline. Unless and until you have some deadline, you will not make your desire into aim. Otherwise, many people before them also or after them also thinking to make motherland free, but that was only a desire. But unless and until you keep something time limit or deadline, it cannot be converted into aim. तो अगर इच्छा को लक्ष्य में बदलना है तो आपको समय सीमा जरूर देना है. जैसा now your maybe the greatest aim is to acquire the best academic things for your life. तो इसको भी आपको टालना नहीं है. No need to postpone that tomorrow I will see, yeah, just when exam will come that time I will read. Not like that. You need to keep on putting a challenge to yourself. कि by tomorrow I must complete this. By today evening I must complete this. Then only you will have that burning desire which will convert into aim. So it is very important. Then the direction. Always you need to check the direction whether you are going in a right path or not. And that will be guided by your teachers and parents and society. So it is also very important. तो दिशा भी देना बहुत जरूरी है आपको. Then dedication. These two great souls are the greatest example of dedication, that is called samarpan or nishtha. क्योंकि they have sacrificed their life. That is the greatest sacrifice of any event. So they are not even bothered about that we will die, we will go ahead in this path. So that is called their dedication. And of course discipline. If you go through Subhash Chandra Bose's life, he is a man of discipline. He is not compromising with the policies or principles, whatever he have kept in his mind. Even he has left the Indian National Congress presidency. He resigned just to respect his own discipline that he want by whatever means. We will not go down in front of the British for asking the freedom. We will either tit for tat like that policy he was keeping in his mind कि लड़के या खून बहा के हम भारत का मातृभूमि को आजाद करें. This is his thought, and for that he has done it. Lot of people inspired by him and they joined with him. That is Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj, and almost he was conquer the thing what he was thought of कि he will make the country independent. That was almost achieved. But unfortunately, that mystery has happened. Till now, no one knows what is the real fact of that plane accident or air crash. But let's just believe that soul is resting in peace, and whatever he has shown the path, we are going to take care. And in our present position also, we want to make this motherland a proud land and a torch bearer for the rest of the world. So my dear students, by observing these days, that is the only intention in our mind, and it should be in your mind also. Let's keep some of their qualities in our life and make the world a beautiful world to live for everyone. Thank you, Jai Hind, and God bless you. And try to see this video because of pandemic, we could not make it live, and classes are on. But the thing around 11:30, we will be making this video available for you all. And try to read some biographies of these two great souls, so that many more mysteries or life lessons you may get from their life, which will help you